Hey, hi, hello, it's the LaSala Show, episode 64. We're here with Platinum.
Wow, what's good? It's your favorite precious metal, Platinum. They call me that because of my voice and other reasons that we're not going to get into right now.
Well, we don't have to get into them right now, but eventually I think the listeners would like to hear why you are deemed Platinum.
A bunch of reasons, but is the show rated? What is the show? Rated mature?
Yeah, you can say the fuck word, you can say the shit word, you can say the cooch word.
I'm not saying the N word at all. No.
No, I
and I am.
saying the
Listen,
N-word.
I want everybody to hear me. As a Lisa Turtle / Ashley Banks / just who the fuck I am, I'm not gonna do that.
Well, describe yourself for the listeners, because usually I do a video podcast, but this is audio only, and I want them to get the full essence of who you are.
I was 10 years old, doing all that I could. It wasn't easy for me being a scared black girl in a white neighborhood. Turn up, right?
Okay.
I'm being silly with y'all. How y'all doing?
It's not karaoke night, but you brought it.
But it was
You
karaoke. I just didn't go.
Ah, fuck. I forgot it's...
Support local.
Yeah.
Listen. Yeah. No, my name is Kristina with a K. My mama thought it was more flashy.
Right.
And I'm a Virgo. I like spaghetti, long walks on the beach, and realness. And that's why I'm on the LaSala Show.
Whoa, you got the fucking name right. Perfect.
All
So,
right, now.
okay, what's the origin story? How old are you, and where did you come up?
I am currently 28 plus 10. I was born the third baby born at what was Hamilton Medical Group, which is now known to Lafayette area as Acadiana Regional. My dad was the first black news reporter of Acadiana.
Wait. Not the sports reporter.
No,
Okay.
He was the first black reporter, period.
Fucking perfect.
He was the first to be behind the desk at the 2, 6, and 10.
Did he have a mustache?
He did.
Yes, because all black reporters have to have a mustache.
No, these younger guys. Well, I'll say this. I will say this. When I watch the news with my daddy now, he's like, that boy don't have no hair on his face. You know, like, and not in an ugly way or whatever, but nowadays, men don't have to have facial hair the same way, or they can have over facial hair.
Yeah.
You know, there was a time where you either had to have the little mustache, a goatee, or nothing at all. You know, now beards are popular, and you know, the excuse I always get told is because, you know, they condition them with pussy juice. I don't.
Okay. I didn't know about all
That's
that.
what guys tell women when they're flirting.
I never heard about that.
It's awful. I'm like, that is the worst line in the world. But they will still use it. But no, my dad was the first black newscaster of Acadiana. My mom worked for Superior Oil, and she and her sisters were the first Zydeco and gospel group from St. Martinville to win a Grammy.
Shit.
In 1990, and shout out to the James sisters. We coming for everything that we're owed. And I'm me. I was born during Hurricane Danielle, and I've just been igging it ever since. Moved to New Orleans, West Bank for life. 4 years old, moved to the West Bank, West Beezy for Sheezy, till my last breath leaves me. Immaculata class of 03, you heard me, yes. What's the name of your school? Immaculata, right, don't play with it.
Jeez.
Right, DJ Jubilee shouted it out on the song. He said, something, before I continue, LaSala, Immaculata, and Brother Martin, right. I remember when he threw us out there.
Oh,
that
damn.
was
Brother
wild.
Martin used to beat the fuck out of my high school.
Brother Martin needs to get themselves together. And it's no shade, all tea. The team is not what it used to be.
What was the mascot of that high school?
I don't even remember. I think it was a bird of some kind.
Yeah, like some bullshit, right?
It was like a bird of some kind. Now, granted, I can't say nothing. Immaculata, we was the pandas.
Okay.
But a panda is a very vicious bear.
Yeah.
I found that out later. They cute, but vicious. You know?
And they have like sexually transmitted disease.
Okay, and look, we were all girls school and we didn't have that, okay? But we were cute and vicious. Like,
All right,
Who told you pandas have STD?
I think it's like a widely known fact that pandas, they're all like...
Is that why the song goes, panda, panda, panda? I got
think-
broads in New Orleans.
I think they all have chlamydia.
Ew.
That's what I've heard. Which is a treatable disease, but...
Yeah,
you know.
but I don't want to hear that the panda got more clapped in the audience. Like, that's just not... What's up? I didn't mean to be funny.
All right. If you go to a restaurant, let's say you order a little too much, do you take a to-go box?
Always.
And what was the biggest bill you've ever paid at a restaurant?
You really gonna ask my black ass that? A lady does not discuss such things.
So is that like asking a woman her age?
Yeah, I mean, here's the deal.
Because men should cover the bill, right?
Always. So that's what also I'm asking. I'm like, are you asking what I paid alone for myself for a function?
Well, did you go to a restaurant by yourself?
Oh, I've to quote the woman that was Oprah's therapist, I went with myself. Not
Okay,
by
all right.
myself. I believe in going with myself.
So you go and see a 2 in the afternoon matinee movie by yourself, with yourself.
With myself. Smoke by myself, drink with my right, turn up. Hey, no. Listen, and honestly, that, as much as that may sound crazy, that term really helped me, not just as a woman, but a human being, realize that there are certain things. No, I'm hitting it.
Oh, yeah. I was just... No, I'm good.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with doing things with yourself. Like, my mom used to watch Oprah, after Hurricane Katrina happened, I started converting a lot of her VHS to DVD. So I ended up watching a lot of this stuff that she was recording through the years. And Iyanla Van Zant is her name. She was Oprah's therapist for a while. Not Dr. Phil.
Yeah, he's not an actual doctor.
No, he been disbarred. That's another, to quote Oprah, that's another show. But,
Dr. Drew is a real doctor.
yes, he is. Dude, were you old enough to watch Loveline? Do you remember Loveline?
I listen to
MTV?
Loveline literally every fucking day. Like, I have all the old episodes, like from 1998 to 2005. Okay?
Nice.
And I've listened to all of them like 1,000 times. I feel like I'm a board certified physician just by listening to all of them. God bless you.
Dr. Drew, look, God bless the truth. Dr. Drew will get you all the way together. I respect him for what he is. I do think his little time on VH1 kind of made him look crazy.
Yeah.
But he had bills. Right. There's nothing. Listen, artists, let me tell you something. When people want your expertise, even for something that you're not normally accustomed to, get that bag. Get that bread.
Yeah, and that's what Adam Carolla would always make fun of him for, is like, oh,
And
Dr.
Adam,
Drew.
right, and what did Adam turn around and do? Have women jumping on a fucking trampoline on the man
And Jimmy
show.
Kimmel, who is now, one of the top
I'm not. I'm
talk
just
show
gonna
host.
hit my vape.
But what I'm saying is, Loveline was ahead of its time, and they had fucking 13-year-olds and 40-year-olds calling in
And watching it.
and watching.
I was one
the
of those
TV
people.
show was
I was one of them. I was someone. I mean, there were questions that were asked on the show
that you wanted the answers to, right?
I needed answers to.
So it was like,
but I wasn't gonna call.
Right. Or you weren't gonna get.
I was already dealing with my parents being mad about me ordering music videos on the box.
Oh, the box was great.
The box was everything. I wish they would not have sold to MTV.
Yeah, I mean, look, all you could hope for was like a flying chance in hell that your song would come on and you could press record and get it. You know, like,
I have tapes of the box. Period.
Yeah, I mean,
and like that's back in the day when like if you ran up, I'm gonna make you laugh. I'm gonna make you cutting you off. Let me tell y'all something. Again, there's things we need to learn from these boomers, bruh. You know, we have that okay boomer. We gotta kind of start doing some thank you boomer. Because let me tell you something. I had to use my mama's instincts on certain shit. I would order videos in the box, even though I knew I'd probably get in trouble for it.
And you would charge it to the game. You'd just be like, well,
because you had the channel. They had all your information already.
Right.
It was a different time. It's not like now where you have to put in a card.
This,
right.
That, yeah.
It was just, okay, you're calling from this number. This is the card. Bam. My mom, like, so certain weekends when they'd be like, we're playing 80s or we're playing this, I would want to hear certain songs. So I would call, I'd pick the songs, I'd record them. My mama, when the cable bill came, she called them people and straight up was like, my daughter is 14. I don't think she understands that you have to pay for the songs. But I did, though, y'all. But either way, like...
But she disputed it.
Honestly, though, there's that part of my mom that was like, I know Kristina did not sit up here and order these songs. It can't be that she ordered these songs. Wherever she went in her hand, she called and she disputed it. And they got rid of it.
Damn, that's nice.
She's like, my daughter's 14.
What do you expect? I mean, yeah.
You have a number, you're advertising songs.
I mean, are you old enough to remember whenever the little magazines would come in with all like the 99-cent CDs and you'd be like,
yes,
I'm going to pick like 15 of these.
I didn't do those because I saw how my cousins got caught up with that shit.
Okay.
I didn't do it. But the box, yeah, I was guilty. And listen, my mom and I have since talked about that. She's like, Kristina, I call those people outraged as hell. Thinking you didn't know. And you sitting up here telling me that you knew. And I was like, I'm sorry. I said, I honestly, they were 99 cents a video. But 99 cents plus a service charge. It adds up.
Shit, yeah.
Even, but again, one of those moments of where we might need to say thank you, Boomer, because either way, I don't give a fuck if it was $6. To my mama, it was $6 that I fully didn't understand.
So you're 28.
Plus 10.
Okay, so I'm 38.
That's my point.
All right. So
we're the same age.
We're the same age.
I don't say the number. I say 28 plus 10.
Okay. That's fine. Your inspection sticker is...
First of all, we're not going to talk about what's going on in the car.
I'm just saying.
That don't have nothing to do with the radio.
It's something that...
Let it go. Like Frozen.
Let's just go ahead and take it to a...
Let it go like Frozen.
So, what was your first job?
I worked at the late, great New Orleans Connection seafood restaurant on the West Bank. Rest in peace, Patrick Wafer. I don't know if there's any UL Raging Cajuns out there who remember back. He died in a motorcycle accident our junior year, and I graduated class of 2011. But Pat was one of a kind. His parents owned the restaurant. That's how I knew him. But I had to throw that shout out to any Raging Cajuns who might be listening, who remember Patrick Wafer. Great person, great chef, beautiful soul, taken too soon. Please wear your helmets. He was wearing his.
Yeah, I was about to say, a motorcycle.
He was wearing his, and it happened a block away from his house. So even that statistic, guys, that they teach us in driver's ed, whether it be a car or whatever, and it was not his fault. Yes, block away from his home.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's what they always say is like most accidents happen when you're closest to your house because like you're sort of checking out of, you know, this high stress situation, and once you're close to your house, you like kind of let your guard down.
It was a situation of a delivery driver leaving his subdivision who was late. And I guess was driving. He was driving. He skipped a stop sign.
Right.
And Pat was going into subdivision.
Fuck.
So it could be a combination of whatever, but I can't believe that it's already been. Hey, bruh, you want to hear something? Yeah, since we're cafe shit. First time I ever got banned from Cafe Cottage, Cinco de Mayo, 2013. Because Pat had just died. I had to miss the funeral because I was working at the radio station at the time. And they had nobody who could fill in for me. And this dude came in the bar. And we haven't seen him since that day. But he was a total douche canoe to everybody. He grabbed my pussy, called me the N-word.
All right.
And I proceeded. I'm the reason there's no more glass ashtrays.
All right, so how did he grab it? Like, do you, like, pinch it, or do you, like...
It doesn't matter.
Like, went up
It doesn't. All I know is he did it while calling me an N-word. So
that's tough.
Both of that happening at the same time, I don't remember. All I remember... I am the reason there's no glass ashtrays at Cafe Cottage. I want everyone to understand. There used to be glass ashtrays. That's why they're plastic. That's also part of why you can't smoke inside anymore. Right. He used to have these beautiful glass ashtrays. And when the dude did what he did, my instincts, I just grabbed one and bop, like over the head. I broke a fucking ashtray over his head. And that was the first time I got banned because Lou was like, I don't want to get sued. I don't want you to go to jail. And you need to go to anger management because you have so much going for you, baby girl. And I got that, but I was still really angry. I kind of wanted everyone to chase the guy out the building, like old school style.
Yeah, like, fuck this dude.
He called me the N-word and grabbed my vagina. I think if there was a time for everyone to regulators mount up, that was the time.
That's 2 for 2.
We've beat people up for less. Anyway, what else?
So, have you ever pissed in a bottle?
No.
Do you pee in the shower?
Who is listening to this, though? Like
11 people.
Okay. I mean, I have tinkled in the shower, as I'm sure everyone has.
Yeah, I think that's like
I don't make a habit of it. It's a...
If it happens, it happens.
If I'm rushing... I mean, again, I maybe like 20 times in my life. I don't tinkle in the shower.
I would think for ladies, it kind of just drizzles down your leg.
It's different. Yes, it's not that much of an issue. However...
And you're in the shower, so
in the shower, so you can just kind of move on. But...
just move on.
You know what I mean. What else?
What is your go-to meal to cook? Like, let's say, you had a hot date tonight, and you were gonna cook for your man, and what would you cook him?
Well, because I am a Black Creole woman, and the whole spaghetti myth has been ruined.
Wait, explain that.
I don't do that, and I think it's terrible. I knew nothing of this until I was like
You
a
only date
teenager.
Italian white men?
No, the spaghetti thing. You never heard the rumor about Creole women and spaghetti?
Mm-mm.
Supposedly, there are some women who put their period blood
No,
in the
man.
spaghetti. Yeah, dude, there's men. There are people go in there and ask certain dudes if they'll eat a red sauce from a woman who cooks for them the first time. And they'll say no. Because according to them, it's like some spell. Now, I've never done that. I'm not about to do that. Either way, if you got to try to put a motherfucker under a spell, they not worth your magic.
So wait, that's the theory
I
behind it?
don't do it. I've never done it, but it's the reason why I'm scared to ever cook spaghetti for someone until we're like locked in. Like,
And then you'll do it?
I'm not gonna put the period blood in it. I'm not that person. That's gross and stupid. Like, again, if you gotta do a spell on a motherfucker, they not worth your magic. Catch it, ladies and gents. But you get it. So
Yeah, I'm not pissing in my pasta.
what? Thank you.
To get my
So
girl.
once I found out that was a thing, I was like, well, I'm not cooking spaghetti for nobody since people think that this is what people do. So at this point, I just kind of, asparagus wrapped in bacon.
Oh yeah, classy. I like it.
I try,
You wrap it tight though, right?
Always.
So it gets crispy.
Everything tight.
Perfect.
Asparagus wrapped in bacon. Cornbread, homemade cornbread from scratch.
Nice.
Chicken stew or gumbo.
So you have a whole menu.
Well, I mean, I'm a Southern girl. Like,
you don't have a go-to. It's more of like
it's a who is it and if I like them and what am I gonna cook for them?
Right.
But
do they deserve it?
Exactly.
Right.
That's why I don't send nudes. Because it's like there's... and it's upsetting when you got fire nudes, but nobody deserve them. Oh, man, love.
That is, I mean, I feel the same way. Look at me. I'm an Adonis. What is your guilty pleasure? Like that, you don't feel proud about, but you indulge in.
I don't really have any of those. Because...
You're proud of all of your endeavors.
Even the thing... Well, at this place in my life, and especially after, again, I just lost my dog. Rest in peace, Paisley. I love you.
Oh, fuck. Rest in peace.
Don't say, oh, fuck. She was adorable, y'all. She looked kind of like Baby Yoda and a Magua. But adorable Imperial Shih Tzu. Cute as fuck.
Yeah.
And I know you remember P. That's my motherfucking dog. And she was special. But now that she's gone, there's like a sense of, I don't give a fuck about nothing.
Damn.
As much as I really thought I gave, even when I thought I gave a fuck, even if you'd have asked me that while she was alive, I'd have been like, I don't know. Because as much as, let's see, something I'm not proud of, but I enjoy, like, come here. Like,
like just being at a bar. Yeah.
No, I will whoop a mother. Let me tell y'all something. I rep for Cafe Cottage, okay?
Here's my guilty
I need
pleasure.
y'all to understand. All right, let me not try to tell people I'm gonna beat them up. Go ahead, stop me.
So one is watching The Real Housewives
Of Atlanta.
with my fiance. We watch all of them.
You watch all of them?
Atlanta, fucking
Atlanta
Potomac.
is the best one. Fuck Potomac.
Yeah,
They
look,
boring.
some of them are better than others. The Beverly Hills, the Utah, or the Salt Lake, whatever.
Them hoes boring.
Yeah.
And
so
they all look bad.
the Jersey, that shit goes hard.
Yes.
Because my girl is from the Bronx.
Nice.
And
No,
so
New Jersey. I remember when old girl was
she
like,
flipped the table.
all right, humping women, right? And she flipped the fucking, oh, Teresa, right? She did that. And they was trying to get the little girl in a commercial, but she was talking to Jersey. She was like, I want a cup of coffee, right? And they were like, it's not gonna work, right?
That's the only good thing about the Jersey one is all the husbands are like more of the story than even the wives sometimes.
Well, that kind of happened with Atlanta, like...
Yeah.
At one period in time, like when, rest in peace, Greg Leaks, but like when it was Greg, Peter, Todd, when it was Greg, Peter, Todd, Cordell, Stewart, well, even when his ass was off the show, there was a solid bond, and I did enjoy seeing that, just in general, seeing, you know,
all them motherfuckers hanging out,
no drama, being able to laugh at their own wives. Like, to some extent, they're like, he's like, Phaedra was walking around talking about, where's my glue? I'm like, glue for what? Right? She was talking about her lashes, right?
And who's the housewife that had the white dude, and she claimed that he had like the blackest dick? Or was that Potomac?
I don't know. That sounds like some shit that Kim White ass would have said on Atlanta. The one who married...
that bald chef.
The one who married Croy, who was a football player, and she done had a million children.
No, I'm talking about the bald chef, and then I guess it was Phaedra, or Candy. Maybe it was Candy. And she was like, yeah, my...
Only person with a white dude would be Kim on Atlanta.
I'm trying to think.
With Croy. I can believe she was saying that about Croy.
I get mixed up with all of them, to be honest.
Kim is a disaster. Oh, child. A couple weeks ago, Croy, the TMZ people, I know that police officer lost his job, but he felt like the check was worth it. I guess, like, I could get a meal just for this video off my camera. Fuck it, I'm gone.
That's a good job, too.
He fucking got called out to a disturbance at Kim and Croy house. This is Atlanta cast. Former Atlanta cast, at least. And she had called the police on him. She was sitting up in her Range Rover, and he looking drunk and crazy. He's like, she why I lost my NFL career. She's fucking other men.
Oh, yeah. Cordell Stewart used to be...
No, not Cordell. This is Croy.
Croy.
Now, Cordell beat the fuck out of Portia. And here's my thing. Portia may act however she act. I'm going to say this about Portia. I want everybody to understand me. And because it's important on this podcast in this moment that I'm dropping some knowledge. Because since they're not teaching in school... my tipsy ass gonna teach it. Portia Stewart, her grandfather, because she was Portia Williams.
Right.
And she goes by Portia Williams. I need y'all to all put respect on her grandfather's name. Her grandfather was Hosea Williams, who was best friends with Martin Luther King. That picture where you see them pointing to the window, he is the third person to the right.
Damn. Okay.
Her grandfather was about social change. He was not playing. That's also why when her dumb drunk ass said, well, the Underground Railroad, where did it go?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was outraged. Now, I hope this does to some degree make her behavior during BLM time make some sense to everyone. You gotta understand. She is a grandchild of the movement in a manner that most of us cannot understand. Okay. That was her grandfather. I'm not getting into the BLM topic, but my point is when she and her sister went and chained themselves outside of that senator's house and got arrested, that wasn't nothing but a chicken wing to her. As much as she may have her ass out and call herself the Queen of Thailandia, you know, I, even just as a fellow black woman, have to tip my hat to her. I know what it is to have a relative who's a mover and a shaker, and have your life be made more difficult because of it and or threatened for it. I can about imagine what she went through. My daddy was the first black news reporter of Acadiana, and the Klan tried to kidnap me from pre-K.
Jesus.
That's why we moved to New Orleans. So...
Yeah, well, my fiance is half Jamaican and half Ecuadorian. And she doesn't like it here because... Also, she's, like, my height. And so she, like, sticks out. You know what I'm saying? And so everybody's like, "Oh my God, I love your hair!" Like, and like try to touch your hair.
And try to pet us.
Yeah.
We don't want that. Human zoos were made illegal in 1925. We're going to take that in. What I just said of a human zoo.
So
your zoos are filled with animals because it became illegal to put minorities in them and poke at them.
Is that how you feel living in Louisiana?
In what way?
Do you feel like you're judged? Because
here's my deal. I go through some issues. Jared Orta is one of my best friends and a person that I consult on my music. He's an amazing artist and chef. He was regional director of Cheddar's. He helped bring that here. You know, a lot of people don't realize that. They just know him as our friend. You know, he's a restaurateur. He's someone that I, consult on certain things in my life. And when he and I have talked about those things...
He's a white man?
No.
Okay, so this is...
But he's
black
not...
on black...
He's not black.
Power. Oh, what is he?
He comes here. You don't know him?
I barely know the people I work with.
I'll point him out later. Anyway,
So, but he consoles you during...
I don't really need consolation. As a black woman, you just accept that there are going to be times where the only person that's going to understand you is either another black woman or God.
Or your significant other. Like, I try to understand,
yeah.
But I'll never be able to. Because here's the only thing, though. I lived in Brooklyn.
I'm not judging.
No.
My ex-wife is a German Jew. Trust me, I get her.
Okay, but
when
juxtapose this position. Okay?
But I wasn't talking in terms... Can I finish my point?
Yeah, go, yeah.
And this isn't me cutting you off.
No.
There's just a point and a place where, and it's not about, to quote Paul McCartney, the most beautiful yet neglected and unwatered flower in the world is the black woman. That is a quote from Paul McCartney.
Damn, Paul.
Blackbird is about black women. It was about the civil rights movement. When you have to remember, they were from England, they were coming here and touring, and they're seeing their black friends aren't allowed to come into certain shows. All of a sudden, they're seeing these black women getting hit with hoses outside their concerts or trying to come in. He wrote Blackbird. And I love how vocal, and listen, it just says a lot about the American media more than anything, because he has never been secretive about what the song was about.
Oh yeah,
he's
and
never,
apparently,
again,
that's
for
not
him,
even him.
For his, again,
have you seen
that quote? I'm not offended at all with what he said, because it's true.
Yeah,
the most beautiful yet neglected and unwatered flower in the world is the black woman. And I'm not offended by what he said. It felt good to be seen.
That was the night after he fucked a really hot black girl.
No, what makes you think that? I'm just
joking.
Why does it have to be that he had to have sex with her? Why couldn't he just respect her because he saw her and saw her plate?
I just know
that
they were famous for bedding women.
You know? No, but to even say that takes away the magnitude of
I know. I'm
who he is, and the magnitude of his respect for black women at a time in our country, the world, where it could have cost him his life.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
speaking up about anything, like Muhammad Ali, you know, he would not go to war. You know,
Muhammad Ali was amazing. I think that that's a part of the reason that certain people in our generation will, to the end, defend Kanye West. He is like
that is
he is like a Muhammad Ali. Well, a Cassius. However, though,
Cassius Clay.
what we're not gonna do though, we can't compare those two things when he has been all across the board. I don't listen to his when people ask me why I don't listen to new Kanye, I answer them by saying because college dropout Kanye told me not to if he ever started talking like this.
That's a fucking good ass point. If I had my bell right here, I would ring it.
He told me not to listen to him if he ever started acting like this.
Well, here's the thing.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. Everybody says, I miss the old Kanye. He even wrote a song about I miss the old Kanye.
But do they really, though?
Everyone does. Because now he's walking around with some fucking chick that looks like Pete Davidson. And
she looks like a badly drawn version of Kim.
Big ass tits just swinging around, and he has to like pick her thong up to make her look right. And
she looks like a badly drawn version of Kim. That's not a clone. That's him. People can say what they want. Now, I will use some old black colloquialisms here and say the way he looking, I'm wondering if maybe he's just on a spell of sickness. That's what old people would say.
Okay.
Because there's definitely seems to be some steroid use. Kind of like how, remember when Bernie Mac's cheeks were all chubby and things like... Bernie Mac died of the same lung condition that...
Wait, Bernie Mac died? Oh, no, I'm thinking of Steve Harvey. My bad.
No, Steve is here. All of us look alike.
It was a joke.
Again, white people can identify 1,000 breed of dog, but confuse you with Jerome at the water cooler at work. And I don't understand.
That's Jerome and Jared. Wait. That's Jared and Jerome.
Or Joaquin.
Dude, all white people look alike, too.
No, y'all don't.
Oh, come on. Give us some credit.
Stop it. Y'all don't all look alike.
All right, when was the last time...
What the fuck was that?
When was the last time you went to a casino?
I'm actually planning a casino trip, like, in the next couple months. But last time I was in a casino was, like, a real casino.
Yeah, like, how much did you throw down, and did you win anything? What was the transaction?
I barely spend money in the casino,
but I always there for the drinks?
No, I just always hit. I'll go in with a little something, and I hit. Like, and then when I hit good, the secret is to cash out. Go put it in your room safe.
Yes.
Go put it in your room safe. Have a drink. Go do something else for a while.
And then
forget it's in your room safe, like, and then go back 20. Out with another $50.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
If you sit there too long,
you can fuck it up.
You look like a buffoon, you know? What's the poorest you've ever been, and have you ever pawned anything and never got it back?
Okay, the poorest I've ever been is right now.
Oh, fuck. I mean, if I had money, I'd give it to you, but
no,
I'm poor.
Poorest I've ever been is right now. And I know that that's going to sound wild to people. Yes, this Lisa Turtle / Ashley Banks is going through some things. Now, am I poor? No. I don't even like using words like that because I feel like the universe hears it. And because the universe is so busy, sometimes it doesn't understand the difference.
Okay.
You know, like, I write the tightest I've ever been, like, where I'm, like, asking people for shots. But I don't feel bad, though. And honestly, people we know were like, you better tell people you want a shot as much as you done bought the whole bar of shots. And
true.
You done bought hoodies and shit for people and bought crawfish. And
loyal customer.
even just the way I live my life. They're like, Kristina, you're one of the most generous people I know. You just lost Paisley. Rest in peace, P. But
yeah, the dog, I mean, it plays
I picked my dog over bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have 3 cats, and
they're babies.
if any of them were to die, I would be very distraught for a long time.
My Paisley was my heart, and I loved her, and it was clear she was too healthy to put down, so, and she didn't suffer, but she didn't suffer because Mama had her on the best medicine. She was still going to the little doggy vet and her little physical therapy, walking on the water treadmill, everything. Bougie, baby, bougiado, baby. That's how we do it. Fuck a purse. I was out here living for my fuck a Louis Vuitton. I was repping for Paisley Marie, you feel me?
Damn, dog. Like, first of all, shout out Paisley. Doing the damn thing up there.
She rapping.
What do you think happens when we die?
You know, sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Who's to say that we're not dead now?
What did you think of as a kid? I mean, obviously heaven and hell, that kind of thing.
I still believe that the good goes somewhere and the bad goes somewhere else, even if it's not called heaven and hell. There's no, I mean, energy is energy. Good energy goes, I mean, it can't be that with plants, good energy goes a certain place and bad energy goes another place. But not with us. All we are, we're fellow simians. We're fellow beings. We're you know, just because we walk, talk, listen to music, and do other shit, who's to say that plants don't do it in their own way too? You know?
Yeah, I mean, they have studies where plants like kind of groove with each other and they communicate.
I just recently learned that like the smell of fresh cut grass that we smell,
it's like an aphrodisiac.
No. Well, yeah, for us, but to the other plants around it, it's the grass warning the other plants of, I've been cut.
Right. They're screaming. They're like,
yeah,
fuck me. Oh,
yeah.
Run.
When I learned that, I was like, whoa, you know?
That's pretty crazy.
It's some wild ass shit out here.
Well, I have a bunch of creatures living in my room. I have an Australian tree frog, a veiled chameleon, 3 anole lizards, and 3 regular ass tree frogs. And it is a wild scene to see them interact with each other and try to play dominance and sort of, you know, whenever I put the food in, you know, they all come through and try to get their fair share and all that shit. But it's like really interesting to watch like how they interact, and I feel like it's pretty much the same way.
You good? Like it's on crank?
I'm safe.
All right.
Yeah, we're doing the podcast. How say you?
Okay.
This is my boy who used to be regional director of Cheddar's. He rapping.
Well, all right. While you're here, what do you think happens when we die?
Darkness.
Darkness. Just.
Well, not even darkness, like the absence of darkness. Absence of everything. Like,
so just absolute black. Nothing.
yeah.
Stop. I don't want to think that. Not, you know, don't make me cry. I'm already drunk.
Well, thanks for listening to the Jesse LaSala show. Platinum. Was that your name?
You know my fucking name. Platinum, Kristina, a.k.a. Kristina Lee, that used to be on your midday meltdown on KTDY. Yes, me, y'all. It's me. Hanging out with my boy, Jesse LaSala, one of the realest, one of the best. And tune into his podcast, because this right here, this was some good shit.
Thanks for listening, and until next time, don't die.